Hello, my dear doctors, alright. Good day for all of you guys. I'm happy that you people, or rather you, the doctors, right, have appeared for the MRCP Part 1 exam. So I would like to congratulate you to have the good results after that. Within a few weeks later that you have the results, the golden days are waiting for you guys. So once again, the congratulations and the golden days are waiting for you. What I'm here actually, I'm here to say some of the important tips and tricks that will be really helpful to prepare yourself for going for the MRCP UK Part 1 and maybe the Part 2 written exams. So one of the most important things that before starting, I would like to introduce myself. Alright, I'm Dr. Shumuddu Kumar Shah, working as an assistant professor in Bangladesh in Holy Family Red Crescent Medical College Hospital, and I'm also doing preparing the peoples for especially for the MRCP candidates for the Part 1, Part 2 written and also clinical part for the PACES exam. And it has been doing for long list, alright, the long 7 years back that is established that I started my career in this field especially, and I'm expert on to prepare the candidates for the MRCP Part 1, Part 2 written and also clinical part. So the most important part actually, how a candidate should prepare on that, I worked on that, I researched on that, and along with the big team that we call, that everybody knows in the field of MRCP, especially in Bangladesh and some of the other countries like India, Pakistan, and also other countries like Oman, Saudi Arabia, some people from the UK, some Australia, and also the Canada, and some people also other countries, they reach there, they do some of the courses like regular courses in our country, and they attended some of the courses of the MRCP Part 1 UK, Part 2 written and also the clinical part, and they passed their exam with colorful results after that. So I'm here actually to give the important tips and tricks for well preparation. So before going to the tips and tricks, I would like to say some of the important headlines that will be really helpful for passing the MRCP exams. So first one that I'd like to mention, the important word, that is the first word, that is the motivation. As you appeared for the MRCP Part 1 exam, that does mean you already motivated by yourself that for what is really MRCP. MRCP is the benchmark, is the world standard examination that will prepare you to be the good physicians in the clinical examinations. In clinically, you will be so sharp enough to make your diagnosis after picking up the important signs, put together, make your diagnosis immediately after that. And that will be really helpful to make you the good physicians. So this is already proved by the MRCPians all over the world, including the different countries, definitely the UK, they have the only degree that is MRCP. And after that, the other countries, they have the MRCP degrees and they are doing very, very well. They are doing both academically, clinically, and in the research purposes as well. So what I'm saying, the most important word, that is the motivation. So this motivation is really important towards your goal, to reach your goal, to achieve your goal, and to get the degree in your hands. And after that, definitely you can make yourself to be the good physicians in the field of medicine. So motivation means that as you already motivated that towards that, you have to pass the MRCP. So MRCP Part 1 that you appeared there, so you already motivated, so you have to appear for the next part, like the next second step that we call the MRCP Part 2 written and also the clinical part. So once again, the most important part, that you need to be motivated yourself more and more, so that you can reach your goal, that is you can achieve your degree, and after that in your clinical practice apply your own knowledges to be a good physician and to give the best services from your side. So yes, what I discussed, the motivation, so already you are motivated towards the MRCP, that is I'd like to congratulate you to the peoples, because it's the best decision that you have made from your life. What I am saying to my candidates always, that whenever a doctor write immediately after the MBBS, they decided to go for the MRCP, means the Royal College of Physicians degrees. So definitely you have done the best decision in your life. So whatever you have done, you appeared the exam, so this is the best decision. So you should be motivated on this part. You should be stick on that, so that you can consistent on the preparations, consistent on the time, place and person that you are investing, efforts, money and everything, that will be really worthy to give you the results of MRCP degree, and after that the good physicians. So what I discussed about the number one is the motivation. The second important part, after motivation, the candidates enters into the part of preparation. They are thinking about how to prepare. So one of the most important heading that I would like to mention, that is the second part, that is the well preparation. So before going to the exams, the well preparation is must. I always advise to the candidates that before going to the exams, you have to prepare well, adequate and effective. That will be really helpful to know yourself on which level you are standing on. So that will be helpful definitely to pass. And on the other hand, definitely you can think about yourself on which level you are standing on. Sometimes, yes, sometimes the accident can be happen, you fail in your exam. So you can decide on which level you are standing on. From that level also we can start your preparation, and that will be helpful to prepare enough. So here's the second important point, that is the well preparation. You need to have very much well prepared, adequate preparation and effective preparation that you make definitely to pass your exam with your good knowledges. And third important part, that is you need to have the guidelines. The third word that I like to mention, that is the guidelines. So yes, you have to have an adequate, proper and definitely the accurate guidelines to prepare for the MRCP exams. So fourth important part, that is syllabus. The Royal College of Physicians in UK, especially the UK doctors, they have the specified guidelines how they will prepare themselves after MBBS, how they will go on their own ways. They have the pathways to train themselves towards achieving their specialist doctors, to make them to be a specialist doctors. But for the overseas candidates, it's a bit of confusing. So once again, the syllabus is really important. Whenever candidate feels that to prepare the examinations like the MRCP part 1 and also part 2 written and the clinical part, they are thinking, what is the syllabus? So syllabus is really a difficult issue to make the syllabus, what the topics and what the topics are really important, what the topics are not important. That's really important to know about it. So syllabus is another important issues that comes up, and important things that think about before going for the exam preparations. And fifth important part, that is the institutional supports. The fifth word that I like to mention, that is the institutional supports. So whenever a candidates like the MRCP preparing candidates, a doctor preparing themselves to do the MRCP, they feel that if they have some of the institutional support, they could do much more better. So this is also important things. And definitely the UK doctors, they have the institutional supports. They have the hospitals, they have the guidelines, they have the specified guidelines through which a doctor after MBBS they can go. But for the overseas candidates, it's really a bit of confusion. So what candidates from other countries, they will go through the guidelines and what institutional supports are really available for them to prepare themselves for the MRCP exams. And sixth important point, right, the supervisors. Whenever a candidate thinks about the preparing themselves for such an exam like MRCP, UK Part 1 and Part 2 written and also the faces exam, they feel if they have some of the supervisors, they could do better. Yes, of course, the UK candidates, they have the supervisors, they have the consultants, always supervising them how to prepare themselves to be a good physicians and good clinicians, definitely having the MRCP during the time of training as well. But for the overseas candidates, once again, these are lacking a lot. To that extent, the people are really confusing what they will do for themselves. So supervisors is one of the important great role to play, how to prepare, what to prepare and what not to be prepared, and the topics that will be really exam oriented. And last but not least, the seven important point that I'd like to mention, that is the MRCP trainers. So yes, of course, the UK peoples are MRCP oriented and the consultants all are the MRCP holders. So they are well trainers, they are becoming the trainers to train them, the peoples under them, the doctors, they are working under them. But for the candidates overseas, like the outside the country, like other countries, like the other countries other than the UK, and for them this is really lacking, because the MRCP trainers are really lacking. and so that the MRCP trainers are the most important integral part among all the 7 parts. That will be really helpful to guide, to give the syllabus, to give the well prepared, and to give the institutional supports as well as the supervising, acting. All the 7 points the MRCP trainer can do. Alright, so all of the 7 important points that the overseas candidates are really lacking. So starting from the number 1, the motivation, then the well preparation, then the guidelines, then the syllabus, then the institutional supports, and the supervisors and the MRCP trainers. These 7 points, if you have in your hands, so that will be really helpful to prepare yourself definitely for the MRCP Part 1 exam and Part 2 written exam as a critical part, and it will help you to definitely to achieve your goal like MRCP degrees in your hands. And definitely, and after that, it will make you to be the good physicians that I always say to my candidates, right? Good before your names that will be tagged, so that you can be the best persons to give you the best services to your patients. So the most important point that I like to mention, I'm working for the last more than 7 years, right, in SsAcademy as a course coordinator as well as the lecturers for the MRCP Part 1, Part 2 written, also critical part exams. So the long list of experiences to conduct the mock test as well as the exams of the MRCP phases and also Part 1 and Part 2 written exams. So I know actually the important things, how to prepare the candidates, how to provide the guidelines, what will be the syllabus, what topics are really important, what topics are really not important for the exams. So in that case, right, the SsAcademy, which is residing the main course center is in Bangladesh, in Dhaka. So this SsAcademy already provided more than 2,000 doctors, including the doctors from the country, from Bangladesh, and from the doctors from the other countries as well. And they proved that the SsAcademy already proved to provide all the 7 important points, that is starting from the motivation is one of the important points, then the well preparing the guide and having the guidelines and the syllabus providing and the institutional supports, always supervising the candidates, and definitely well trained trainers that the SsAcademy has. So I am here along with the SsAcademy, so we can provide you the best guidelines and all the 7 points that will be helpful to prepare yourself to the best preparation to pass your exam. It is good news for you guys that SsAcademy decided to move forward to provide you the best courses, that decided to do the 4 days long course, intensive course that will be really effective. Already the experiences and some of the short courses, some of the workshops already SsAcademy has done in country like Bangladesh, and it has already been praised by the lots of candidates in country and outside the country. They have given the lots of feedbacks, so you can see and watch some of the feedbacks in the website as well as the YouTube channels. So that will be provided to you, the addresses as well, and you can watch the feedback. So these feedbacks will be helpful, how this course is really helpful to prepare yourself for the exam like MRCP. So what I am requesting you to the candidates to get the chance to have the chance to do the courses in Mumbai, the 4 days course by the SsAcademy, and I personally will be there for the 4 days long course from starting to ending. So it will be really amazing experiences. I'm damn sure that the people will have the courses, they will have this test of courses and the test of medicine as well. You'll get that one. Get there. So thank you very much for patience hearing. I hope that we'll hope to see all of you guys all together in Mumbai and having the courses. And once again, the good wishes and best of luck from my side, and all the prayers and also the blessings from my core of heart to all of you guys, that you can do the best part from your side to do the best preparations for the exams and to be the good physicians at the end. So best of luck, my dear. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. My dear doctors, have very good news that I'd like to announce you to very good news that the SsAcademy has moved forward to decide to do a course like MRCP Part 1 and Part 2 written course in Mumbai, and that the course will be 4 days intensive course from morning to evening, and that will give you the full guidelines along with the academic discussion, along with the topics that will be tasked by the Royal College of Physicians in 100% cases. So the most important tips and tricks, along with that, the exam hall preparations and exam hall, what you need to do, how you will do the best from your side, the most important things and discussions and overall idea, along with that you will have an idea what to study and what not to study. And most important topics will be discussed with a simple formula, some of the important mnemonics, that is the attraction of this full course, that will be really helpful to get the important and as well as the easy and good conceptions, so that you can make yourself understand. And most important at the last, that I always speak to my candidates, that is applying your knowledge into the terms, make your questions answers correctly and confidently. One of the most important issues that the answering questions with confidence and versus the answering questions with confusions. These two important issues will be discussed in the Mumbai course. So once again, dear doctor, please come and join to the Mumbai course, including the MRCP Part 1 and Part 2 written course. We believe from the SsAcademy that it will be really an amazing experiences in your whole life, that you will feel that you've done the great decisions and you have done the best course in your life. That I'm giving the full confidence to you. Thank you very much. Thank you once again.